Anything can happen Friday. The art and cultural side of Southeast Asia. Hello and welcome to Duran ASEAN. You're with Gowri
and Grace.
And this is your Anything Can Happen Friday on DurianASEAN.com. And of course, as always, Friday is your day for arts and culture. And today we will be discussing something slightly different. We will be talking to a local renowned DJ who is here to share with us about his experiences and also the multiple hats that he is wearing. So let me introduce you, Aanantha from THR Raaga, radio announcer.
Good morning.
Singer, actor, MC, a lot of things.
Multi-talented guy, in fact.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, so you're like the professional radio announcer here, and we're the rookies for today.
I think we are all equal right here.
So, yeah, tell us a bit about yourself for our listeners. How you got started into radio, what got you interested?
Okay, I think I started out in the arts. I think in the art scene by being in a band.
Right.
It's a Tamil band, or
Okay.
we call it an Indian band because we have a few dialects. And so we used to sing in Tamil and Hindi and Malayalam and Telugu, English songs, Chinese songs, just for the one Malaysia flavor. And me and my brother, we are in the same band. And at one time we were called to perform for a beauty pageant. Which,
In Malaysia?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's actually a Miss Malaysia India pageant. So while we were performing, the boss of THR, and then he was a Malay guy.
Okay.
And his name is Aziz Hamdan. And he was watching us do our show, and the way we connected with the people, the way we talked, and the way we emceed the function. And I said, hey, these guys belong on radio, I should give them a shot. And that time THR had just started.
Right.
I think it was about 2 years. And funnily, I was trying to get on the radio as well. I said, hey, I could be a radio DJ.
Right.
Because I was doing TV
Okay.
before that. And so it happened, he just called us over and he said, do a voice test, and we were on air.
Okay.
And that's how it started, the journey started.
And you've been with THR for quite some time.
Very long. 15 years, maybe 14 years. Yeah.
So you're very loyal to your own station.
I love the station. It's a great job, I think. I didn't think I would stay so long.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it just, you don't see the days going by.
And it happens to be your calling as well.
Yes.
Right.
Very much.
And what is your role exactly? What do you do at THR?
Well, in THR we have this breakfast show, which is 6 to 10 a.m. And we just get people up and going. We wake them up with jokes and stuff.
Right.
And lots of information, just making them happy.
Okay.
Basically, people are sending their children to school, guys are going to work, and there's a lot of housewives starting their daily chores and stuff. So we just make their day a little
And
nicer,
you do a lot
lighter.
of gotcha prank calls.
Prank calls, yes.
That's your forte.
Yes. As a kid, I was doing all these prank calls. I never knew that, karma is going to strike back and make me do it every day.
Right.
And then there's a quality check on it. Oh, this prank is not good enough. You have to do another one. What?
Quality check on pranks.
Yes.
How about that, Grace?
Well, but what kind of person are you when it comes to radio DJ?
Radio DJ.
Yeah, are you being yourself purely, or you're putting other colors in you and to make it more entertaining? And for listeners, this is Aanantha. I so want to listen to him every day.
Yeah.
It's a very interesting question. This is how I speak. I think if I'm interviewed or stuff. But if I'm on radio, and then it all goes like that.
All right.
Hey, so what are you doing?
Right.
So I think just the energy changes.
I see.
Because I don't think you require so much energy now.
That's right.
Yeah, so it's like he's calmed down.
Yeah. And then you would think is this guy on something?
You're like a bubble just waiting to burst.
So in the morning, I could do that for you.
Oh, yeah.
In the morning, we have to get people to work, So I think that we are just giving out energy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We could speak hey, good morning. The weather is good. So let's just give a little bit more pep, a little bit more energy.
Right.
And sometimes I change my voice just to humor them. There are many Tamil stars that speak in different
Right.
ways. So I just do that just to make them laugh.
So did you follow any famous radio DJ or any celebrities that you really, really want to follow their, sort of styles and
Yes.
then,
Of course.
I love Fly Guy.
Oh, flying.
Yeah. You guys know him?
Yeah.
Right. So when I was a teenager, I think I listened to the guy, and this is something that a lot of DJs don't like to hear. Like,
Right.
they say, I used to listen to you when I was so young. It's like, keep quiet. I'm still on radio. I'm still young.
I could do that to you.
yeah.
Right now, for sure.
So if they're alone with me in the studio, I say,
Yeah.
hey, don't say that. I know you're a fan for me from young, but just call me bro, and you say
Right.
Bro.
things like that. So I hope Fly Guy doesn't take offense. I used to love his style.
Yeah.
He was just so funny and so interesting. We would just listen to the radio just to hear what's he going to say next. He's like so weird. And so I think a little bit of that influenced me. I'm not a straight on radio. I'm not straight laced. I like to do jokes and
Right.
and change my voice and prank people and stuff
Okay.
like that.
So Aanantha has Fly Guy in him.
Yeah, somewhere in there. Tell us about the best prank call you've ever done.
Oh, yeah.
Best prank call. There's so many, but one that comes to mind is I have a partner. His name is Udaya. So both of us did this prank where we got this car from the repairman, and he had just done the repairs, and we were taking this car down from
Okay.
Genting,
Okay.
and he said the brakes are not working.
Oh,
So we
no.
called him and said the brakes are not working. We are sliding down. It's
Oh,
not
God.
stopping, and we had all those effects in our in the background. We were just playing those effects like crashing and.
Oh,
And he
God.
was like just so
Right.
freaked out.
Of course.
People remember that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Has anyone ever gotten really angry on air, yelled at you, scolded you, like, why are you guys doing this to me so early?
There's a fair share of that, but I think 90% of the time when we say that we are from so and so station,
Yeah.
we are so and so, I say, you guys, okay, I listen to you every day. And
And I still
did not-
couldn't recognize your
Yeah.
voice. Okay. And it does sound like you have a lot of fun doing that. But of course, talking your set will be 4 hours in the morning.
Yeah, 4 hours.
Talking non-stop.
Yeah.
And how do you deal with that? Lots and lots of coffee.
Yes, nice coffee. I think it takes 2 coffees to get through the day. But my partner doesn't drink coffee, so
Okay.
that's quite all right.
But before you make listeners awake, how do you make
How do you
yourself
jazz up yourself?
awake?
Yeah.
Do you have like any switches on your body, like thanks,
Do you
switch
go
on?
and like do some voice training? You yell at the wall or something?
Nothing. I do a little bit of meditation in the morning before I come to work.
Right.
But that's about it. Once we're in the studio, it's just like
Okay. It's like an automatic.
it's automatic.
nature.
I don't know. I will look at him and he will look at me. I will just
Okay.
start talking.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
And I would think that radio is like a very, very organic thing. People just we're like family and stuff.
Right.
So
Okay.
it's my second family, I guess.
do you ever get people meeting you and they say you are not what I imagined you to look like?
Well, with the we have seen the transition
Yeah.
from social media.
Of course, yeah.
While we're doing the show, suddenly this thing called Facebook came up. Saying, you got to be on Facebook and add everybody. I said,
Yeah.
Facebook. Okay. See now
At that
everybody.
time, yeah.
At that time, I said,
Yeah.
what is this? We were SMS era and stuff like
Yeah.
that. And so with that came a lot of videos and stuff. So people. They see us, they watch our videos. Our
Right.
videos have a good reach, and so they know what we look like. Just maybe the size might vary sometimes. When you see the older videos, maybe a bit more fatter.
So I think we'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll talk more about what goes on running a Tamil radio station. Anything can happen Friday. The art and cultural side of Southeast Asia. Hello and welcome back to Durian ASEAN. You're still with Gowri
And you're still with Grace.
and you're still with
Anantha.
That's right. All the way from THR, who's
Right,
here
yes.
with us today. So tell us a bit more. How is being in a Tamil radio station different from an English? Well, I know you've probably never done it, but based on your experience, the kind of audience response you get, the kind of the sort of topics that you have to come up with, how do you cater to your audience?
I think setup-wise, we're just about the same. We have the same songs.
Right.
I mean,
The top 40s,
yes,
yeah.
those kind of things. Just to give you an idea, most of our songs, I would say 70 or 80% are from India, and they are movie songs.
Right.
And songs from Malaysia, as in album songs. Of course, nobody comes up with albums nowadays.
Yeah.
It's singles. Lots of hip-hop music, lots of pop music. And basically, Tamil audience, we got to skewer it to what they like.
Okay.
You wouldn't find us talking about things like what the English radio stations talk about. We probably got to have Indian skewered content.
Right. Okay.
But it's a growing and it's an evolving audience.
Right.
So, of course, in my recent interview, I said that you can't make fun of any film star, big film star, because they are like
God.
So, but we have our ways, you know.
Has that happened before? Has someone made fun of?
Yes, of course.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
In THR?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, we are always making fun of, that's how you get comedy.
Yeah.
Some scenes in Tamil movies are like, hello, right? I remember this one scene which I'm not going to tell you who's the star.
Okay.
But this guy is supposed to, he's going to drink a cup of tea.
Right.
But without his knowledge, somebody has put some poison in the tea. So our hero wants to stop that guy from drinking the tea. So he calls out to him. He's running, and then the next shot is a shot of him flying.
I know which movie you're talking about.
You know, right? Just like, why would you have to fly? So
because it's him, you know.
It's him. So it's a very big star, but we find our ways, We're not making fun. We're just like, hey, this is like so cool. Just something like that.
Right.
Indian audience, I think they are very, very sensitive. They are very emotionally driven. So we stay away from a lot of sensitive topics.
Right.
All right. And I'm sure things has changed a lot. I mean, you've been there for 15 years from the time you started up until now. How has the whole radio scene evolved in the community?
In the Tamil station, when we started, they were saying things like, we're butchering the language, you're mixing your language and stuff like that. But I think we are speaking the way that the normal people speak, because there are two ways of speaking Tamil. There's the classical way, which has been used before THR Raaga came into the scene, and a very normal way, a very spoken way, where sometimes we use some English words, some Malay words, some Chinese words.
It's a Malaysian way.
It's a Malaysian way.
Right.
So it took some of the purists don't like it, but I don't think we're selling entertainment.
Yeah.
We're doing entertainment, and we're not preaching to people how to speak a language, and that's more challenging. The entertainment aspect is more challenging. So we're entertaining people. I think that's more important.
Okay.
And to get the message across, you just use a simpler language.
Okay.
And a lot of people don't speak the classical way.
Okay.
And for sure, people can relate to themselves to the radio station, the contents even more, because they can understand better. Yeah.
Yeah. And a lot of Malaysian talent have developed.
Definitely.
And they've gone a big way, as in they've gone to India to sing and stuff. And our movies have improved. Malaysian Tamil movies. At one point of time, there were no Malaysian Tamil movies playing in cinemas, except for one in 1970 or 1980.
Right.
After that, there was just no movies, like zero. So now we have our Malaysian movies that come out once a year, and they do quite well. Right. So technically speaking, there's a lot of advancement, like Facebook. If you talk about something, somebody will straight away comment on Facebook saying that, hey, this information is actually like this. All right. And we respond to them and said, okay, thank you, for responding. And it's very connected now.
I would imagine that right now it's more, more real time, like you said.
Yeah, more
people
real
can
time.
immediately comment on whatever you said, as opposed to like 10 years ago.
That's true.
Even if you say something wrong, the person will probably be like, how do I tell Aanantha that he's wrong?
Write a letter to him.
But now it's like Twitter, Facebook, and everything becomes very easy.
Imagine
to
at
get
one
in
time
touch.
they used to write us letters.
Yeah, of course. I mean, as much as it sounds romantic.
Right, letters, put some perfume in it. Sometimes they can't find perfume, they put powder, Imagine that,
Wow.
They take a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what about in terms of the content as well? I mean, right now, according to this time and according to your target audience, how has it changed from before?
I think not much, because politics, sex, religion, we don't talk about that.
Right.
We just talking about what's popular and what's everybody talking about right now. I think with Facebook it's much easier because you can see what people are talking
right, what's
about.
Trending
what's trending
right
and all
now.
that. Now we've slowly moved, especially this few years, we have more into social related issues,
I
just
see.
getting people to be a bit more positive, to be a bit more considerate,
Right.
To be better Malaysians. So that's the message, and that's the way we're going.
Okay.
Uplifting of the community.
And you do support, like you were saying earlier, you do support a lot of local movies, local bands, local music as well.
Yes.
You feature them
Right.
on THR.
Yes.
Yeah, and that could also be contributing to the uprising of talents among the Indian community in Malaysia.
Yes, definitely. If I can tell you, at one point of time, to be a voice talent, like I didn't know I could be a voice talent, and now I'm doing it every day. But to be a voice talent last time, you can't just simply go and give your voice to a ad. There is supposedly an association, and it was all controlled by one particular group. Even your music has to go through so many processes, and sometimes they say you can't use English words, or you can't use that, you can't use this, or if it's some genre that it's not, they haven't heard it before, it's like, what is this?
Yeah, exactly.
It's rejected. But now we have opened up so much. We have accepted Tamil rock. There's something called a samba rock. There's, yeah.
Samba rock.
Goes like that's how the beat goes. We have Tamil hip hop, which has taken it to a great way. We have melody, ballad songs, everything. So it's just opened opportunities to a lot of people. And people have become like household names now.
And you yourself have ventured into singing and acting as well.
Right.
Yes.
Tell us more about that.
The singing has always been there. I think I started off as a bathroom singer, and then I joined a band, and then I had a band of my own, which my brother Ram, he was in the band, and we started playing in a lot of places, and that's how we played music and we entertained people. We also developed our skills with people.
Okay.
Because they, sometimes they're a little bit, you know what I mean, a little bit too high, and we have to handle them different way. So that's how we developed our skills. We can just handle any crowd. So the singing, I did an album which was called What's Up. It's a Tamil album though.
Okay.
And after that, I just did a lot of singles, worked with a lot of people, and now I'm doing a Malay song.
Oh, okay.
I want to venture into the Malay industry. Probably do an English song as well.
All right. And what about local movies? You've been involved in some of the productions.
Yes, I did stage plays. I did a few musicals, Taming of the Shrew. I did Malaysian Girls. I did Bollywood Summer. Bollywood Summer. It's really, really interesting. And I acted in one movie. It's called Anushtana.
Okay.
Can you say that? Pronounce that?
Why are you doing this to me?
It's quite a mouthful.
Yeah.
I did one telemovie, and we were trying to do a movie this year.
Okay.
Yeah, as in involving the radio people.
So it sounds like you've done so many things. What do you want to do? Is there anything that you wish to do in the future
that you haven't?
Yeah, you haven't tried yet.
As in art related.
Yeah.
I want to do stand-up comedy. I've
Oh, hooray! Yes,
I want to do stand-up comedy.
That's true. Yeah.
Well, I can recommend you a few places after this.
Yeah, I love the Actor Olympics. Have you caught that?
No, I don't
Actor
think so.
Olympics is great. Yeah, so I said one day I shall do it.
Right.
So one day we're gonna see Aanantha as a stand-up comedian.
Yeah,
I was
then
wondering,
can
do you feel like being a radio presenter at THR probably made it easier for you to venture into different things, or did you still have to prove it to a lot of people and convince them to give you a shot?
I think with the position that I hold in the radio, of course, a lot of people would offer me things like acting and stuff. But
Right.
when it comes to acting, it's a different ball
Right.
game
Of
altogether.
course.
It's not like radio. You have to practice. You have to get the script in your head. You can't go free flow. He's like, I'll just come there, just, let's have, I'll just talk about this. No, you can't. You have to get your cues right. You have to get your look right. So it's a total different ball game altogether.
Of course.
And not necessarily if you're a good person behind the mic, you're going to be a good actor.
Yeah.
You could act behind the mic, probably.
Of
but
course.
you have to have the whole feel to it, and body language has got to be right. There's a lot of things. That's why I think acting is very challenging. It's a very challenging thing, especially stage acting is a very challenging thing. Then they'll tell you things like, throw your voice, speak louder.
Yeah.
Those kind of things. And then if you come back and do that in radio, it's like, good morning, everybody. What happened to this guy?
The mic levels go up.
Mic levels go up, and you're like, why is he enunciating so much? And it's like,
Listeners will be like, is it Aanantha?
Right. So we're going to take another short break.
Yes, please do.
When we come back, we will talk more about the radio.
Sure.
Anything can happen Friday. The art and cultural side of Southeast Asia. Hello, welcome back to Duran ASEAN. You're with Gowri
And Grace.
and also Aanantha, who is here.
Hi.
So for this part of our interview, maybe you can tell us more about the evolution of radio itself. I mean, it started out very conventionally, people just listening at home, and then you listen to it in the car. Now you get it on mobile phones, and then there's also a lot of alternative radio stations coming up these days. How do you foresee the future of the radio industry in Malaysia?
Very, very interesting. For now, I think the FM stations are enjoying a very good run because they're free to air, and it's available a lot of places, and it's also available on your mobile phones, your tablets, your iPad, and all that. So that's a good thing. But I think if internet is available in the car, where people have much more options. Because now, I don't think it's totally available.
Right.
If they have more options, it will force the FM stations to relook their approach. How they place their ads, how they play their music, what content is out there, and I think that's the challenge, lah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's very interesting because we have a frequency radio stations. We also do have quite a few internet radio stations. But if you travel to East Asia, now they have visual radio station. So what they do, it's like YouTube. So they will stream the DJs at the same time they are talking. So it's like audience, they can see them, and then they can also listen at the same time, and then comment in the real time. So they can also comment, and the DJs can see their comments and they like to communicate.
Wow.
Yeah, so there's another one.
That's going to be tough. Because, sometimes we are like a wacky show, so people are going to just say, "Hey, okay, I want them to wear an apron and do this show, or break a head on that guy while he's talking." I said, "Oh my God, okay." So I think that's going to be the future.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I think that's very interesting, but also online radio itself, it's not really quite the norm yet, like you mentioned,
Right.
because
In
of
this
the
region,
access
yeah.
to internet.
Yeah.
I mean, we have it on our phones,
Right.
but if you use up the hotspot, it takes up your battery and whatnot.
Of course.
But then it's only a matter of time, till there's only so much songs that people can listen to.
But like he said, Aanantha said, if a car has an internet connection by itself, we have so many choices, to choose from.
Did I just give you guys an idea? Okay.
Let's pitch this idea.
Oh my God.
Yeah, your career is gonna be jeopardized.
Oh, join us.
I mean, okay. At one point of time, we had to wash our pictures, right? Like negatives, we had to wash our pictures. Now it's on our phones. Now it digitally print. So it just forces people to think differently, do things differently,
For sure, yeah.
adapt, or just go off the radar kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think we get better, or the people that's going to be winning are the listeners, because they will be able to get the best. If I like this, then I get more of this. If I like this kind of presentation, then I go for that.
Okay. What about for THR? Where do you think the direction is heading, and maybe in like 5 years from now, what do you see the station doing?
The station is already moving to very community-based events. We want to be as close to the people as we are. Like, we're already in their houses, we're already in their cars. We want to be part of their lives.
Okay.
Like, their friend. And who they talk to or who they call to, an information center. Let's say there is something happening, they need help, THR is going to be the person to call. And it's already like that. We are built into their lives kind of thing. And I also hope to see the quota of Malaysian music rising. So probably it'll be 50-50. Malaysian music 50% and Indian music 50%.
Okay, but don't you think that's a bit difficult? Because, I mean, when you talk about the Indian community, it is mostly dominated by the movies, the songs, and of course there are a lot of local bands and singers coming up. But do you think there will be a time where they can actually compete with these songs from the movies?
They're already doing that. It's just a matter of, just getting more creative, use more different kind of styles, genres and stuff like that. And I think we will have more artists to choose from. Because we have opened the singles market.
Right.
And a lot of people can just send in their music right now. Right.
And what about yourself? What are your future plans?
Open an internet station.
Yeah, I heard it. Did you hear that?
I heard that.
Sorry, besides radio?
Yeah.
Besides radio, I was thinking of doing a YouTube channel. Just to talk
you should
about.
Do it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you. Just to get information, like if you're good in let's say acting, so I go to you and I just interview you. Hey, tell us how to be a better actor in 5 steps or whatever, and then he shares something, and then I put it up. I just feel good doing that. It could be anything, and just to find these people and interview them and put them on YouTube, so it's accessible to a lot of people.
Okay. So are you going to do it soon?
Yes, I bought my camera.
I think Grace is waiting.
Recording
I'm so going to follow you.
Do you need actors?
Yes,
so
please.
going to follow you on YouTube.
Yeah.
So,
I could interview her about her band.
Yeah.
Please do.
All right.
So before we wrap up our segment for this morning, you are going to give us 5 steps on how to be a good radio announcer.
Good radio announcer.
Since you're Aanantha and all,
Yeah, the Aanantha.
I think one is never be too comfortable. Never be comfortable with yourself. Just go and learn stuff and do new things, and you're never too old to learn new things.
Yeah.
True.
And the second thing is anything can help you. Like you're in the band, you could bring that in.
Right.
Gowri is in performing arts. You could bring an element of that in.
Right.
You could bring someone who tells a story.
Yeah.
Because with audio, there's so much more that you can do. You're playing with their mind because they can't see you. They can hear you. So there's lots more that you can do. You can play with their imagination.
Yeah.
That and I think just being abreast with everything and
All the
everything
events.
that's happening. I think listening and talking to people are very important. Like some people just listen and then they just cut them halfway. So I think listening is very important.
Okay.
A lot of I don't know how it is nowadays, but ourselves we are very, very cordial with the listeners.
Right.
Right.
Even though that we say, hey, you're like this, you're like that, but we always know what's the limit. We always know what's the limit. If we pass that limit, that's like, hey, you're going overboard. You don't even know this person.
Okay. Okay.
So I think those are some tips, and I think you guys are doing a great job.
Oh, thank you.
Do what you like, talk what you feel about.
Yeah, I think you already reached 5.
I just reached 5,
you're like so nervous. Like, what am I gonna say?
Because I always feel that I'm learning as well.
Okay.
The new technology and new people,
right.
Young people. I try to learn from them as well. So it's like it shouldn't sound like you're listening to. It's gonna sound like like a normal Joe talking, and have a good time. Yeah.
All right.
I think that's 17 already, right?
Yeah.
17 tips.
Yeah.
I should do a YouTube video.
Yeah. Ta-da! Okay, first video can be
That's an
released
idea
soon.
there.
Okay, so I guess that's all for this morning.
Right.
Thank you so much,
Thank
Aanantha,
you.
for coming in and sharing your experiences and insights with us about running a Tamil radio station.
Right.
Thank you very much. Thank you.